Hello and welcome to my EasyHotel hotel room. I have been staying at an EasyHotel in London for the last 3 nights and I'm about to check out, so I thought I would quickly do a review and tell you what I think about this. I hope you enjoyed today's video. My name is Annika and I normally post about knitting and crochet and share a bit of like yarn shopping when I travel, and in Italy, things I discover, any yarn things I discover, that kind of thing. I don't normally post hotel reviews, but I've been in London for a knitting festival, a stitch festival, and I thought I would just give my opinions of this EasyHotel because it's the first time I've stayed in an EasyHotel. If you found me because of the EasyHotel review and you like knitting and crochet, you might want to subscribe and stick around. If you only want to watch the EasyHotel review, that's fine. If I get positive feedback to this, I might carry on doing this kind of content occasionally as an extra video on my channel. I'm in London to teach at an event called the Stitch Festival. It's at the Business Design Centre in Islington, and I get paid for the workshops I do, but I had to pay for my own hotel and travel. And London is expensive. Normally when we come to London as a family, we tend to stay in a hotel on the outskirts. So something like a Travelodge, we've stayed in Wimbledon, Wembley High Street, other places kind of on the outskirts of London where you can easily get the tube into the city centre, but quite often the tube can take a while. This time, because I'm working for 3 days, I wanted to stay a little bit more central to where I'm working. I didn't want to spend an hour on the tube in the rush hour every day. So I was searching around and EasyHotel popped up. Now, I had heard of them before, but I'd never considered staying in one, never looked into it. And I had a look, and it's still expensive, I think, compared to where you pay for like Travelodge and Premier Inn hotels elsewhere. But I thought, well, the rooms look okay, let's give it a go. So I booked an EasyHotel room in Shoreditch. So this is the EasyHotel Shoreditch. And I was pleasantly surprised. My daughter showed me a YouTube review that she came across, and the person, I'm tall, and the person who did this video was quite tall, and she put her arms out like that and she could touch both walls. Now, I can't do that. She had booked a room without windows. I decided to pay extra and get windows. So you can choose whether to book a room with windows or without windows. I decided windows wasn't essential. Having said that, I'm on the first floor and there are flats opposite, and when I arrived here there was people in the flats opposite moving around, so I thought, well, if I can see them, they can see me. So when I came back in the evening, I closed the curtains, and I only just opened them this morning. They've basically been closed the whole time I've been here. So did I need windows? Maybe not, but I like the idea of having windows. A bit of natural light doesn't hurt anyone. I arrived into London from the far southwest of England, into Paddington train station. I got the Circle line, I think it was. I can't remember. I got the tube to the Barbican, and then I walked from there. I have a carry-on suitcase. It's a little bit too deep for like Ryanair's dimensions, so it's by Ryanair's size, what Ryanair allows for their carry-on suitcase, but it's a bit too deep for Ryanair. I know that because I used to want to Ryanair and they charged me. So it's a little bit deeper, but it's a carry-on suitcase. And I got off the tube and it's about 10 minutes walk to the hotel, which is fine. But I had my suitcase and quite a heavy tote bag, so I thought maybe I'll catch the bus. But I got confused by my Google map and went to the wrong side of the road. And then I thought, I'm going to have to go back and across the road. And I thought, let's just walk. It's only 10 minutes. So 10 minutes walk from Barbican. There are bus stops just down the road. So when I got here, I checked in. I was here just after 11, about 11:15. You can check in early from 11. I couldn't work out how to add the early check-in to my booking because I knew I wanted to check in early because I wanted my first day in London to be able to go out and explore. I could have left my luggage and left luggage at Paddington. You pay per item. Can't remember how much it is, but I thought that would cost me more. The check-in early, they charge you £20. So I turned up here, said, can I check in now? If not, you can leave your luggage here for £5 per piece. And she had a look and she said, yes, we've got a room available. I booked a double room and I put 2 people on the booking because when I booked it, I wasn't sure if my husband would be coming with me or not. But I ended up going on my own because it's a work event and it's been busy lately, so he didn't really have time to come with me. So I think because I put 2 people on the booking, I had 2 large towels when I arrived. They do not change your towels every day like some hotels do. Even Travelodge and Premier Inn, you can ask for your room to be serviced every day. They don't clean it, but they do change your towel and make your bed. They don't do that here. They will service your room on day 6, I think it is. And if you want to service more frequently, you can pay £15 for that. The rooms are tiny. So on each side of the bed is probably half a meter on one side and a bit more on the other side. The window side has got a little bit more floor space. The end of the bed, between the end of the bed, that end of the bed and the wall, it is not wide enough for me to walk past like this. I had to go sideways and I could not get my suitcase through there. So I had to put my suitcase on the bed with the wheels off the bed and slide it across the other side, and then I put my suitcase on the floor by the window. It hasn't got a lot of hanging space. It's got like a sort of shelving unit, which I guess you can put stuff on top of there, but it's not very deep. It's like about that probably. And it's got 2 metal hangers that you can't remove. So that's all you got for hanging space or storage space for your clothes. If you're here for one night and you don't have a lot of clothes with you, it's fine. If you're here for like a week, then I think I would go for a slightly more expensive hotel, like a Travelodge, a little bit further out. It doesn't have any frills, so it has this unit behind me, so you can put stuff on top of here. So this small thing on the each side of the bed with like a small shelf, so you can put your phone on there, but not on your watch and that kind of thing, but not a lot else. I'm charging my tablet on there at the moment, and my tablet is too long for it, so it doesn't fit. It does have plugs both sides of the bed, and it has 2 plugs, double plug each side of the bed, and 2 USB points. So that's really good. You haven't got to plug your phone in the opposite end of the room. You can plug it in next to your bed. Also has these small bedside lights on each side, main light, which you can control from your bed as well. It's got an air conditioning unit, which works really well. It's easy to use, just an on-off button and then up and down. I find that very easy to use. In terms of noise, I'm in London. I live in Cornwall. I live in a very, very quiet road where you barely hear anyone after 10 o'clock at night. Apart from in the summer, you might hear a bit of noise, people walking past, but it's very, very quiet. This is London. It's not a super busy road, but there is traffic past here all day, which I can hear during the night. But like I said, I'm used to no traffic at night at all. I'm on the first floor. There are flats opposite which can look in, so I close the curtains. In terms of noise from other guests, I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard anyone walk past here. There are more rooms at the end of this corridor, but I haven't heard anyone walk past my room in the middle of the night. And I have loads of times when I've stayed in Travelodges, been woken up in the middle of the night by other guests coming home. Haven't heard any noise from the rooms next to me. There's room either side of me. I don't know if somebody's staying there or not, but I haven't heard a word from anything. So very quiet from other guests' point of view, not so quiet when it comes to the road in front of the building. The room is clean, bathroom is tiny, shower cabinet is small. You have a little vanity unit next to the sink to put all your toiletries and stuff. There were 2 rolls of toilet paper when I arrived here. I haven't even finished the first one. So if you're a heavy user of toilet paper, I'm sure you can ask for more at reception. Because I booked a room for 2 people, I was given 2 towels. So I used the first towel for the first 2 nights. And then yesterday when I left, I'd also borrowed an iron and a little tiny ironing board. So yesterday when I left, I actually put that in the hallway. The hallway where I'm staying is quite wide, and there's some rooms around the hallway, so I just put it on the opposite side because I wanted to get rid of the towel because I had another towel. So this morning I used a fresh towel. I must admit, that's the thing I do like about staying in hotels, is having a fresh towel every day. But if you're traveling on your own, just book for 2 and then you get 2 towels. I don't know whether you can ask for a towel or whether they charge you for that. They also give you like a floor mat to put on the floor in the bathroom. They don't give you like a hand towel. I like having a hand towel to dry my hands every time I've been to the toilet. But also when I get out of the shower in the morning, I like to wrap my hair up in the towel while I get ready. And that wasn't an option here. I don't know if you could have asked for a towel, but it is available. I don't know. There are no tea or coffee making facilities in the room. There's no kettle. That doesn't bother me because I don't drink tea or coffee, but it would have annoyed my husband. They do have a vending machine downstairs in the reception. They have one that does hot drinks and one that does cold drinks and snacks. I haven't bought anything from there, so I don't know how expensive it is. There is a convenience store just diagonally opposite the road, across the road. They sell cold drinks and stuff and food. I went in there to try and get some sandwiches on the first day, and they don't do stuff like that. But they do snacks and chocolates and drinks, cold drinks, and lots of food items. Further down the road, there is a Domino's pizza takeaway. When I came back to the hotel the first day after exploring London, I'd done 20,000 steps and a half-hour bike ride, and I was exhausted. And I had planned to get off the bus stop earlier and go to a Pizza Express a few hundred meters down the road. There's a Pizza Express, and next to it is a Pret. And I planned to go down to the Pizza Express for dinner, but I got off the bus stop too late. So I was closer to the hotel than I was to the Pizza Express. So I just ordered pizza from Domino's. I took it back to my room. Now, they don't take your rubbish out every day, so I had a paper bag, so I just put all my rubbish in there for the first day and took it out with me. There's bins just 10 meters down the road, and I just shoved it in there because I had, like a pizza box and stuff. Only bin is one in the bathroom. They don't have any food here apart from the vending machine, so there's a Pret down the road next to where I catch the bus. So I'm walking down there and getting breakfast at Pret, and then the bus that I have to catch to go to Islington, the bus stop is right next to the Pret. So a few hundred meters, 4 or 5 minutes max walk, slow walk. There are a couple of other food places along here, but there's not a lot in terms of food places here. So if you want to be able to eat close to your hotel, that might be worth thinking about. In terms of transport, I prefer to use the tube in London because I find the tube easier to work out where it goes from. Now with Google Maps, it's easier to catch buses. I've been catching the bus every day from the end of the road here, a few hundred meters to walk to Islington, and that's been fine. It's about 10 minutes, I think, on the bus to the Business Design Centre. So from that point of view, I find it really easy to get to where I'm working every day. And then it's a little bit further. It's twice to walk down to the Barbican tube station. First day, I ended up on Oxford Street, and there's a bus route there that goes back to the hotel. So there's bus 55 that goes from Oxford Street straight past here. And the first night I was waiting, I think I waited at the bus stop for like half an hour and it didn't turn up. So I ended up getting another bus to Tottenham Court Road, I think, station. And I got off there, and then, or maybe it was another station, Farringdon, I don't know, some tube station. Then I had to walk 3 minutes and catch another bus. So I did manage to find my way back to the hotel, but I was annoyed that the bus didn't turn up. Yesterday, I also found myself on Oxford Street in the evening, and I saw the bus number 55 go past. So when I was ready to come back to the hotel, I called the bus 55, and it was fine. Google Maps makes it easy to find your way around London, I think. As for being a single female traveller, past middle age, I felt quite safe here. Walking to and from the bus station, perfectly safe. Obviously, when you're in a capital city, you have to take certain precautions. Like I have my phone on the wrist strap that I put around my wrist. If I'm carrying it, I wear a crossbody bag for my other essentials. But I felt perfectly safe walking down the road. There hasn't been any sort of antisocial noise or problems around here while I've been staying here. And I felt perfectly safe staying in this hotel on my own. So if that's a worry for you, then I felt perfectly safe staying here. And I'm quite used to traveling on my own. I've been to London on my own several times before, and I've never felt unsafe. So I think if you're looking for a budget hotel, this is a good option. If you're staying here for more than 2 or 3 nights, I think it's a little bit too small for that. If you're traveling as a family, I don't know if they do family rooms. So we used to quite often, when our kids were little, book a family room for Travelodge or something. But I don't think you can do that here. In terms of staying here for 2 people, I'm quite tall and I'm big. My husband is also quite tall. This bed is very narrow. It's fine as a single bed. It's quite big as a single bed. But if you're sleeping 2 people in here, unless you're very tiny people, it would be a bit snug. Definitely not the kind of bed you would want to share with a friend. If it's your partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, life partner, whatever, it's fine, but it is a little bit snug. So if you're two tall people, especially if you're not in your 20s, if you're a little bit older, you might find it a little bit uncomfortable. It's also a bit annoying that the only place you can sit is on the bed, but that's the same for the travel lodges I've stayed in, so I don't mind that so much. I would definitely stay here again if I come to London on my own for work. I would definitely stay here again. It's fairly good for central London and sightseeing and stuff, and it's been fine for the work I've been doing while I've been here. If I come with my husband, I might prefer to stay in the travel lodge and go a little bit further out from central London. I also don't know if there's any parking near here, so if you bring a car into London, I don't know what the options for that are. Right, that's it. My views on the EasyHotel. I paid just over £300 to stay here for 3 nights. It's still, I think that's expensive. To me, that's expensive. But for London prices, I guess it's not. It's clean, it's functional, I've slept well, hasn't been any noise, I felt safe. It's perfectly acceptable. It's got a telly on the wall behind me. Telly's a little bit high. I'm kind of having to sit like that to watch it, which is a bit annoying. It's got all the things I need. So yeah, I would stay here again. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are one of my regular viewers, thank you for watching this. If you've just come here for this, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Give the video a like, share it if you know somebody else who's thinking about coming to London and looking for a budget place to stay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.